Howdy folks, this is Travis's Projects. My name's Travis. How are y'all doing today? I don't know if many of you know this or not, but 1 year ago, I guess it was 4 days ago, I started the YouTube channel. Now 1 year later, we're still working on projects. I'm still keeping busy, and sorry, I'm close to the road here. I see people I recognize. Anyways, what was I saying? Right, still working on projects. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of stuff that was content worthy, so I apologize for that. But what we're going to do today is we're just going to do another yard walk around. Sort of, what do you call it? A 1 year tribute sort of thing. So just, like I said, another yard walk around. Now, I don't know how many of y'all remember, but this time last year, this trailer was sitting right there where that pile of wood is sitting. And there was my GMC sitting down there where that little log pile is sitting. Now, the log pile down there is going to the mill and plaster rock for stud wood when I get enough of it done up again. So it'll go on this trailer here. This trailer needs floor work done a little bit and needs new safety chain links put on. Oops, sorry about my finger in the way. Put on the front there on those chains that are dangling, and it needs a new wire or light plug-in. And other than that, that trailer doesn't need much work. That log pile's getting sawed up and split. I got some started there. Splitter works good. Now, you guys all recognize this truck if you follow the channel. This, of course, is my 2004 Dodge Ram 1500 Hemi. Duh. Anyway, sorry about that. It needs a motor, of course, as like I said, if you follow the channel, you know already. Because back in January, maybe February, I can't remember now, I seized the engine up and it's solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm getting an engine and transmission from my friend, hopefully. And I don't know if the transmission needs to be changed, but I'm going to change the transmission, pull it out, keep it as a spare, maybe send it to get rebuilt. I don't know yet. But yeah, so this old girl's going to be back on the channel again, getting another engine and transmission. So, and of course needs tail lights. It's got a tailgate now. I don't got to put a bumper on it again, so that's a good thing about it. And you recognize this truck. This is the last one I was working on. I think it was the last video I put out. Of course, 2001 Dodge Ram 1500. And I know the badge says 2500. I had the door changed. No big deal. Anyway, so what I need to do to this, I'm going to be working on this today. You probably won't see a video on it, but yeah, I gotta change that. Whoa. Okay, it's gonna be a bigger job than I thought it was. I thought it was just a universal joint snap, but it took the whole. Oh, great. That's gonna be costly. Anyways, yeah, you see what I gotta do to that. And I gotta rewire the lights here. I think I'm just gonna put LEDs on there, a couple of spotlights, and call it good enough for that plow and stuff. So, waiting on the battery charge now so I can move this. Oh yeah, and my junkyard dog, in case you guys didn't know. This is Bailey. So, say hi, Bailey. So, she's happy. I bought her a new toy. So, I bought her a new Kong toy. She loves it. She's happier than happy. And of course, as I go along and I get more professional, my tools seem to get more professional too. Sorry. I can't talk today. Tire machine I had bought from a friend of mine. I've got to get it in the shop. It's been sitting out now for about 3 weeks, but that won't hurt it any. I'm going to bring the dolly out. Might get to that today and drag it in the shop. But anyway, and in the background behind it here, of course, as you all know, this is my 2001 GMC Sierra 1500 heavy duty. Now, I haven't had to do a lot of work to this since I got it up and running back on the road. I've had to change the wheel bearing, not this one, but the one on the passenger side. And let me tell you, that was interesting. and I'll tell you why it's interesting. The wheel bearing I got is supposed to be a 4-wheel drive wheel bearing. Now, I didn't know this until probably 5 days into hunting for a wheel bearing for it, but some bonehead, excuse my language, but jackass engineer decided to solve a problem that was not a problem and redesign the 4-wheel drive wheel bearing to fit on a 2-wheel drive truck and not come apart. Now, for you mechanics out there, you know that a wheel bearing needs to have that yoke that goes through that spline hole, and the nut will compress that bearing, and that's what keeps it together, keeps it from just falling apart a mile or two down the road. Well, anyways, every wheel bearing I looked at was 4-wheel drive wheel bearing, so I just kept saying no, 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 that's not the one. Well, of course, the guy at the dealership called GM to see what was going on, and sorry about this, guys, I'm a little shaky today, but called to see what was going on, and he said that, or they said from GM that it was redesigned. It's kind of smart, kind of stupid though, because, well, it's smart in the fact that they don't have to waste money making 2-wheel drive wheel bearings, because there are only a few 2-wheel drive trucks out there like this, especially with the 8-bolt pattern like this. Now, like I said, it's smart, kind of dumb, but smart. So, but it seems to be holding together. I'm not going to go into further detail on that. Now I think I got to change the wheel bearing on the other side though, because it's just, it feels like it's getting sloppy on the one side. So, but I got my light bar all wired up finally. Truck's working good. So, if it's not broke, why bother fixing it? And again, another one you're gonna recognize, my building. Now I know this is not a mechanical, oh yeah, by the way, my fancy lock, don't look, unlock, ta-da. Anyway, like I said, you will recognize it. It's not automotive, but you know what, it's great. Woo, I got a bird stuck in here. Hey birdie. Yeah, so this building has come a long way in a short time. Doors up, both sides. I got some wiring ran. I've got some proper wiring ran. I finally got the circuit breaker hooked up. Door just slammed shut. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, I have to clean up in here. It's gonna be a big job, but it'll keep me busy during 3 or 4 rainy days. I want to build a little closet right there in the corner to store paints, batteries, so on and so forth, and have it reinforced so I can actually lock it and it be safe. So, and insulate it so I can put a little heater in there and it'll keep stuff thaw all year round. So yeah, that's the plan for that. And that engine crane, I have to go to Prince's Auto or somewhere that sells one of those crane jacks, the long cylinder jack for right here, because the seal around the pump of mine, it went, and I tried contacting, well, I went to Napa where I bought it. Shout out to River Valley Auto Parts, by the way, guys, they are awesome, check them out. I went to them and they got a hold of the company that makes this jack, or this crane hoist, engine hoist, sorry, and apparently the guy that did work on them is no longer there, and they don't have anybody else to do it, so it's not covered in their warranty anymore. Great. Anyways, guys, that's that. So yeah, like I said, a lot of work left to do to this, but the way the prices are going up on material, great. I don't think so. We'll see. And you will recognize this bike if you follow the channel. This is my 2010 Kawasaki KVF 360 4-wheel drive. It's no powerful bike by any means, but you know what? It hauls my fat butt around, so it works pretty good, if I do say so. I need to trim up the fuel line a little bit because it's not quite getting the amount of fuel it should be, and I got to put new filter in the fuel line. So but other than, well, and I should probably take the back end apart and replace the brakes in there, but for now it works good. I'm not gonna mess with it. Like I said, I'm just gonna trim that fuel line up, make it work a little better. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't ask me what year this tractor is, I have no idea. But it needs a bearing replaced on the deck, and specifically this bearing here, where the bolts go through, it broke the aluminum on that bearing. I think it's this one. So that bearing needs to be replaced, that bearing and shaft and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll get to it probably this next week. It's supposed to rain, so I'll get to it. The old greenhouse. My grandfather built this back in 2008, I think. I still need to put a steel roof on it, clean it out, and maybe I'll use it again. I hate to see it just go to waste, because right now it's just holding some tools and stuff. Of course, my tire pile, tires I don't want to get rid of yet. And then of course those cement bricks. Now, guys, if anybody knows anybody that wants these bricks, just hit me up on Facebook, Travis Bragdon. Just private message me if you know anybody that wants these. I just want to get rid of them. They're in my way. I don't like them. I'm not going to reuse them. So, like I said, you know anybody that wants them, let me know. Now we're getting to the expensive stuff. This is, I think it's a 65 cockshot tractor, 1550 gas. You guys know the problem with it already now. It's gas. Anyways, the old tractor worked good. I fell that tree there. I limbed it up. By the time I got the top cut off, shut the saw off, turned back, the tractor wasn't running anymore. Now, I think it was the electronic fire system that was in the distributor. As you can see, I've taken the distributor off. It's down at a guy's place. He's trying to track down stuff for it, and he's supposed to call me at some point. Still haven't heard from him yet, but anyways, and when this old girl is up and going, I'll record a video of it for you. But it's a 6-cylinder hydro dry, which means it's a high-low sort of. Yeah, it's basically like a locked-in torque and unlocked torque. It's basically the same thing. 6-speed, I think it is. Yeah, 6-speed. And I can't complain. The old tractor worked good. I just got to get it fixed. So get it up and running again. Make me some money. Now this is kind of a shout out to the OG subscribers and the OG viewers. This is my grandmother's 2007, I think it is, Chevy Trailblazer. If you all remember, it was having signal light trouble. And basically the trouble was, you turn the signal light on, you touch the brake, and the signal light would lock up. Now, it's having more problems than that right now. It's got a broken exhaust. Brakes need to be redone. Paint's peeling off of it in spots. And then of course there's that major wiring issue. I say it's major, it's probably stupid, but I think I might know what it is though. And I have to order the part to find out. Now, I think there's a module underneath the dash, underneath that steering wheel, right where I'm pointing. And it controls the signal lights and brake lights for a trailer, so to speak. Now that, I believe, shorted out, and that shorted the system out. Which means, of course, signal lights won't work. So, there's that. Now, to my favorite vehicle. Correction, to the most expensive vehicle I have in this yard. This is, and the newest one too, my 2015 Chrysler 200 Limited. Now, it's a good working car. I gotta drop battery in it today and get it back started again. But the problem I'm having with it, well, one of the problems I'm having with it, this knuckle on this side, the whole thing has to be replaced. The problem was there was a little small bearing in there, no, bushing, sorry, a bushing in there that pretty well beat itself out. Now, I could just replace that bushing, but the problem is Dodge, or Chrysler I guess in this case, doesn't sell the bushings. You have to buy the whole knuckle. Now brand new from Chrysler, that's $750 per side. Now they won't just sell you the one side, they want to sell you both sides because they say you have to replace both sides, or you should replace both sides. Crap. Anyway, and I need 4 wheels, like 4 brand new tires for it, because these ones are shot because the car is so far out of alignment, and I have to take it back to Dodge to get it aligned. And they put it on a machine and they align it for me. It's $100 a tire. That's $400. Great. And I need a new shock for this side right here. Now, like I said, this is my favorite vehicle. This is the one I'm still paying for. I want to put it back on the road. I want to get my money's worth out of it. And I know, my voice sounds like it's cracking. Oh well. But, I'll work on it. Get it done. So, I'm hoping to maybe pull it out of this hole today or tomorrow. And maybe bring it in the shop. See if I can get it in there. But, like I said, I'll work on it. Put away at it. Do what I can do. Now, however, this is an old sawmill unit that my grandfather had over on the other property. Now, why am I bringing it over here, you ask? Simple. Over there, it's overgrown. The landscape has changed so much that the water is rolling down through the sawmill. And I had to replace the wood anyway, so I said, you know what? I might as well just bring everything over here and do everything over here. So I still have to bring the main gear mechanisms, which would go in the middle there. There would be a separate box built right here, roughly, just for the gears and pulley system and all that stuff. This fits underneath that, and there should be a separate motor sitting right here somewhere to power everything. So, and that's another reason why I want to move these 2 vehicles, is to get them out of the way. So there's that. I'm hoping to get to that this summer, but I've got a lot I have to do. So, and of course, these axles, I do have a plan for these. I want to build a little logging trailer. Now, will it happen? Probably not. Can it happen? It can happen, but it probably won't. But anyway, yeah, that's the project for these. So, once I find the spring pack, I might start working on it, because I had to rob the spring pack off of this side for the other trailer, or for my car trailer, I guess. So, anyway, and of course, I gave you folks a quick glimpse of this in my last video. No, not my last video, my first video I ever posted on the channel. This is an old, we call it Playhouse, that my grandfather built for my mother and my aunt when they were kids. Now, the problem with it is leaning, the logs are rotting, the roof is pretty near gone, and I think the floor might be shot in it, but I'm not sure. I'm going to clean it out. I'm going to check the floor. If the floor is still good, I might try and straighten it out and put a half roof on it or something. Half decent roof. And just use it as storage for parts and whatnot. Just to help keep the clutter out of my shop. Now, I haven't decided what I want to do with this yet. I think it's going to be a tear down and get rid of, but I'm not certain yet. like I said, it's got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of memories in this yard. Now, the couple things you'll notice that I didn't mention in this video. I didn't mention them because I no longer have them. My Polaris 800, I had to, of course, you know, I had to redo the front end on that. Well, I wasn't happy with the front end, the way it come out, and anyways, I moved up the hill here, just across the little field I'm in, and or across the lawn, I should say. Parked it, and I went to go start it up. A couple weeks later, I could not get it to start. I could not get the starter to actually roll it over. Well, roll it over fast enough. Batteries weren't dead. I don't know what happened to it. But anyways, I took it apart, put it back together. Wouldn't go. So I sold it to my friend down the road, and of course, the other one I didn't mention that if you were watching my first video, is a 95 Ram 1500 shorty, a little white truck. I sold it too. I didn't want to sell it, but I needed the money at the time, so I sold it. And it cleared up a little bit of clutter in the yard. Now, stay tuned, folks. There's going to be a lot of interesting stuff come on, I promise. You won't want to miss much. Subscribe if you're new here. Like this video, please. Everything you do helps the channel. I'd like to see this channel actually grow a little bit. I will try and post more updates as I can. Hey, the geese just flew over me. Like I said, I'll post more updates when I can. I'll just post random videos every now and then of little adventures or stuff. I have a girlfriend now, so my weekends are half tied up. That's one of the reasons why I'm not posting as much as I am. And well, so that's what it is. Like I said, stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming on in the summer. This is my busy time of year. This year's going to be extra busy. I'm planning on going to college in the fall. I can't stop talking. Anyways, so I want to make a lot of money this summer to pay off my car, number one, and a loan I have. So if I can get those cleared, I'll be happy. I forgot his name now, on Duck Dynasty would say, happy. Anyways, folks, take care. We'll talk to you later. Stay tuned for the next video. Later.
2 years ago, with my first RBC training ground, they gave me funding for my travel, my training, and my races. RBC made it clear to me that I could achieve my dreams. It would be an honor to represent the first women's canoe team at the Olympics.
To learn how you can start your journey to the Olympics, visit rbctrainingground.ca.
Breakfast at Tim's starts with a fresh cracked egg. It's Canadian, it's grade A, hand cracked every single time.